Hi guys, BetterStrategy here. We're going to be doing a AFUS build for core, doing windmills on all that glitters, and this can get to about a 12-minute AFUS if the wind doesn't get too stupid. So it could probably be faster if the wind was more ideal as well, but I had pretty good wind on this run. And what I'm doing at the beginning is building a 3-mex opener into a 2 solar. Now I'm gonna stop building the mechs and start the solar before I run low on energy, and that's just so I don't stall on energy, and then I jump right back to building that mechs and finishing it. So I just put like 1 second of build power onto the solar before building that, before finishing the mechs and stalling on energy, just so you prevent a stall. And then after that, bot lab, we're gonna build a con bot, a res bot, and then 2 more con bots. So the next thing I'm doing here is I'm building 12 windmills. And then after the 12 windmills, I'm going to be queuing up 2 energy converters. When I have energy starting to overflow, I'm going to build an energy storage. And also when I have the energy to do it, I will be assist building the con bots before they, like at the point where I know the assist build should finish it. So I wait till it's about halfway done and I have halfway reserve of energy, and then I assist build it. That con bot's going to run out and build a mex and then a con turret in range of the 3 starting mexes and the mex that he's building right now. The res bot that I'm building will be running out and grabbing just a little bit of the metal that your team would probably let you grab, because it's kind of the reclaim around you, and it might be a little more than the reclaim just around you, and that should mimic a real game by, it's not much more reclaim. I'm taking like an extra 40 or so, and he's just going to grab that reclaim and then come back and go eat the bot lab. The second con bot that was boosted out is going to go out, build the mechs to the top right, then he's coming back down, and he's going to assist build the con turret, and then he's going to build a second con turret, and then the 12 windmills. I did it a little out of order, but I will correct that later. So it's not, he's going to do a different order than you see right now. As you see, the energy storage was put down before I started overflowing, and the commander's just going to keep building. We're running a little low on metal and energy. I probably should be assist building instead of building windmills, but I got a little distracted there, but I don't think it makes too much of a difference because I still got a good time. That third conbot's running down to go grab the third mechs, then coming right back up and building windmills in range of the con turrets. So this keeps going. Soon we will be eating the bot lab, and then we'll be just building windmills for a while. I think after we eat the lab, we are going to build some more energy converters because we're getting high on energy. I think we're going to go up to a total of about 12 energy converters, but I've been just building them as needed. But got a good rule of thumb is you want to see like 10 to 12 by the time you're done building the energy converters. And you don't want to be building energy converters when you are way over converting. So if your energy converters are like less than halfway lit up, you probably want to be building more windmills instead. Let's see, the con turret, we were getting high on energy, so I had the con turret come and focus on the energy converter to speed that up. And as you see, the commander is within range of the con turret. And once I get a little reserve of energy converters, I'm going back up into making windmills instead, because you need the energy. It's better to have the energy to convert than too much converter. You'd rather have the extra windmill and a little overflow that you then convert than not have enough energy and have a converter just sitting there doing nothing. But you don't want to overflow too much because each 1,000 energy you overflow is like 70 metal or so. And so now I'm at about 1,200 metal. I'm going to go ahead and start the lab with one conbot. And the other conbots are going to still keep walking around and working building windmills. This lab is just coming down as a form of metal storage so we can get building the next thing and just not be sitting there idle. So yeah, starting the lab just for the metal storage it provides as we're finishing that lab. We're now running low on metal, so I'm going to send out the comm to explode. I went to the right. You would want to make sure it's not in range of any allied buildings or units when you blow them. So you can either go this spot I did, or you could go south, and there's a nice open spot there that would also work. And we're going to eat that commander while we're finishing the lab up. That's going to speed things up a bit, as you can see. And then we're gonna, once we're done eating the commander, we're gonna send the resbot over to eat the 2 solars because we want that metal. We want to finish building those workers so we can get that done, get the metal storage, eat it, and start build power turrets and finish the mexes as soon as we can to speed things up as short as possible. Resbot down there finishing eating that solar panel. It's going to give a little boost to finish. And by eating that second solar panel, I'm able to get that twitcher out. And that twitcher can be helpful later. And I'm not really delaying my build because at this point, I've got the metal. I had the metal to spare. It's not really slowing me down to build that guy because I've already got a little metal overlap here. A little metal in the bank. So it didn't really cause me to stall. If I was stalling, I would have probably eaten a conbot to get that twitcher because the twitcher is a good insurance against somebody rushing you, like your ally having a leak or just you desperately needing to build units immediately and you don't have time to build a lab. So now at this phase we have the advanced conbot. His job is just to slap down blueprints as fast as he can while the other workers and turrets actually build the things. Because these mexes are all in range of the starting turrets, they can literally, you can just slap a blueprint down and get him walking to the next spot and everything's going to get built fast. His build power is not as important as his ability to drop a blueprint. The other workers are set to assist, so whenever he drops a blueprint, if they're not building something, they will run to him once they're done building the thing they're making. So he's walking over here. These guys are building that blueprint he did, and when they're done, they're going to go help him on the next thing. And now I've got that blueprint set. I probably could do a little more optimal where all the build power focuses on one to finish it. Like right here, I'm dropping the next blueprint. I would like all of the turrets that can reach the one to the left to focus on that. It looks like they were. So before running down and doing the final mechs, I go, hey, I got this stuff's almost going to finish. Let's drop the advanced fusion because we don't want the 6 turrets sitting there idle. Because idle time is what sets you back on this build. Because 6 turrets times 30 seconds does the same amount of work as 8 turrets that started 30 seconds later. So just getting those turrets always working is really important. I probably could be building more turrets now as well, but I get a little distracted. So right now I'd probably recommend if I had gone up to the 8 turrets right now, I would be done even faster because I got a worker sitting there. It's not doing anything. It could have been building 2 more turrets and then we would have been set. But anyways, we are building the last advanced mechs. Then he's just going to come back and assist, and we're going to have the final sprint in a second. So right now we're at about 10 minutes, and the total time shows 2 minutes 28 seconds. And if you can tell, that's not enough to finish this before the 12-minute mark. So we are increasing that build power. We're going up to 10 turrets. One other thing is you might energy stall if you build too many turrets back to back. So I might build the turrets one at a time just to prevent the energy stall from happening. So right here I was building turret number 11 because I saw I wasn't going to beat 12 minutes without it, but I think ultimately that slowed me down more than it helped. That con bot should have been helping, would have sped things up a little bit, but I ate him because he wasn't working. So yeah, now we're at the final stretch. We're going to be finishing this pretty shortly. We are getting really low on metal, but also we are almost complete. And I'm pulling my energy slider all the way down because I want to not stall on metal. And now I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping the wind doesn't peter out, because if we get a wind stall, that's just going to be too bad. But we need metal, and we need wind, and we need energy, so ate the energy storage, and we finished with 679 metal to spare, and the fusion is now complete. So this is a 12-minute fusion where you get all 6 mexes upgraded to advanced mexes before doing the fusion, which speeds up the second fusion at the cost of the timing of the first fusion. So don't just skip that 6 advanced mechs trying to speed up your first fusion timing, because it ultimately will slow down the 2 fusion timings. So this is hope this tutorial is helpful. I am streaming live on Twitch every day around 6 o'clock as BetterStrategy on Twitch. So come by and you can watch me play some games and hang out. Have a nice day, guys. Take care.